Hey y'all, what's up? And welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ty. Before I say anything else, I just want to thank all my new subscribers for subscribing, and to all my day ones, I love you guys. And I love my new subscribers as well too. So y'all, I was just sitting here at my table, right? And I started talking to God. I just had a one-on-one conversation with him. And I just told God, I don't know what you're doing in my life right now, but whatever it is, I'm willing to serve you. And I told God that I'm so confused because it's been so many things happening in my life within the last couple of days, and I'm trying to figure out what do God wants me to do. So in the midst of me having a conversation with God, after I'm sitting here crying, blowing my nose and everything, as I got up to get a napkin to blow my nose, God directed me to open up my window. And this is the window behind me, y'all, in my kitchen. So I opened up the window, and when I opened up the window, God had me look up into the sky. So I was looking in the sky. So I'm sitting there looking. I'm assuming, or I'm thinking in my head that if something is gonna happen in the sky, and maybe that's God's way of showing me that, I don't know, a message or something. Only I was gonna see it. But as I'm looking, nothing came up. So as I'm standing there looking, my attention got directed to the trees. And as I'm looking at the trees outside of my house, they were blowing because the wind is kind of windy today. So when I looked at that, God started instantly speaking to me. And God said, not the wind, but the trees, he said, you see how the trees just blows with the wind? And I'm like, okay. And then God went on more, and he said, the trees blows with the wind, which is God. God controls the wind and all of that. So how God explained it to me, he said the trees flows with the wind. So whatever God wants to happen is going to happen, because the trees is always going with God, with the wind. So after God revealed that to me, God said, you are like the trees. You may not know why you're moving, but what you do know is that you're moving with the wind. You're moving with me. And God said that one thing about the trees is that they stay still of wherever I place them. But even though they are planted there to be still, their branches, the leaves that's on their branches still blows with the wind. So God was basically telling me that you are my tree. I placed you here. I planted you here. And just like the trees, we don't know what season that's coming. All we know is that when that season comes, if that season comes with the wind, we're going with the wind. We flow with the wind. Just like us, as me as God's child, he planted me here as a seed, as a tree. So like I just said, I may not understand everything, but what I do know is that I go with the wind. When God says move, I move. When God says stop, I stop. So after God told me that, what else did he say? Oh yeah, that's what it was. He said, when I placed you here, I knew that it was going to come a season when you probably was a little confused and didn't understand. But the bigger picture is, the whole reason why I placed you here is because we cannot survive without the trees. The trees give us oxygen to breathe. So God revealed to me that this world needed me. And it's not just me that God sit here and planted as a tree for this world. It's other people too. And you yourself, it's a reason why God sent you here. But in order for us to find out, we have to stop letting that mind take control and run us crazy sometimes. And slow the mind down. Because the mind can sometimes drive you crazy, especially when you don't have control over your emotions. So allow yourself to be like the trees. Allow yourself to be planted within God, by God. And even though you don't understand what God is doing and the reason why you're here, know that all you need to do is just go with the wind. As long as you know that God is directing you and God has the will, just continue to go with the wind, because your purpose here is more than just you. It's more than just your relationship with God. Your purpose here was destined. So I just wanted to share this with y'all, because I know that when God showed me that he was answering my cry, because I was just sitting here crying, talking to him before he directed me to get up and do this. And I just felt like this message can also help someone else who's probably going through something and trying to figure out, what is it I'm supposed to be doing? Like, I know that God is telling me to do something, but I don't know what it is. Sometimes God will not reveal things on purpose because it's not time yet. So be patient and continue to trust God no matter what happens in the process. Just continue to go with the flow, just like the trees in the wind. I love y'all, and always understand and know that energy is all around us. You just have to tap into it. Everything is vibrating. Every single thing, even this table that I'm sitting at right now, I'm looking at it. It don't look like it's moving, but it is. So know that everything is always moving and changing, and so are you. So just be patient with yourself and allow God to continue to guide you if you're feeling a little lost on what is it that God is telling you to do. Once again, I love y'all and have a blessed day. Until next time.